Hello, tigers and tigettes. Welcome back to another episode, and I'm sorry for being late, but 2 days of not uploading a video because I actually got a new puppy recently, and I had to deal with learning to potty train her and make sure she doesn't chew on furniture and etc. So, this will be uploaded once I'm done with doing this video, but in today's video, we are going to be talking about what kind of dog would be best for you. So, there are many different kinds of dogs in the entire world. There's different categories of dogs, shapes, sizes, and colors, even personalities. Some are stubborn and some are loyal. Some are skittish and others are hyper. Just really depends on how you raise the majority, but it's the most likely chance that they'll come out is with those personalities. Now, I'm not going to go through all the dogs in the entire world. I'm probably going to go with the most common and then talk about my puppy later in the video. So, what we're going to talk about is, again, what dogs you should get. So we'll talk about the breed standards. There are usually 5 different categories: hunting, herding, and retrieving, companion, and even a service dog. Usually service dogs are poodles, Labradors, sometimes even pit bulls and Rottweilers because they're not as aggressive as other people think. Great Danes wouldn't make a good one, but also I've heard Greyhounds, Malteses, Pomeranians, and other in those category kind of dogs because of their temperament, easy to train ability, and how they love to please their owner. Australian Shepherds, let's talk about those ones. Australian Shepherds would be a great for service dogs if they weren't so hyper. They're a herding dog. They have a hunting ability. They want to herd animals, and when they're a puppy, they'll nip you in the back of the feet trying to herd you, which will take some time to try and teach that out of them. I never owned an Australian Shepherd, but I do know a lot about them. There are 2 different sizes. There is the Australian Shepherd Standard and the miniature Australian Shepherd, and I even think there might be a teacup Australian Shepherd, but I'm not too sure on that. Mostly, Australian German Shepherds are bred to herd cattle, sheep, and other of those category animals for the farm. So if you don't have a farmland and you don't have a job for them to do, they'll most likely become restless and possibly even destructive as they want to have something to do and get bored easily. Also, when you train them, they will also get bored pretty quickly since it's not going to be fun for them. If you're going to train them, they want to have a fun activity for both you and them. Otherwise, they'll probably lose interest and not really want to work with the training traits. So that's one of those categories that an Australian Shepherd could, if you're willing to work with it, work, but also not if you're not willing to work with one. Here are my recommendations for a good service dog. I would recommend a poodle or a golden retriever or a golden lab, chocolate lab, or any kind of lab is fine. Because poodles are very smart. They love to please their owners and they're very easy to train. Their potty train will take a little bit of time, but they don't get bored of the treat and they want to please you and do whatever you are trying to teach them to learn. So they want to learn new tricks all the time, and they're very gentle. They're usually not snappy or jumpy or just pleasing, and they're usually good with other kids, dogs, and cats as long as you socialize them as a young age. Secondly, Labradors poodles are also a large type of breed, so if you're looking for a different type of breed, like a miniature poodle or a toy poodle or even a teacup poodle, that will do well as well. But I wouldn't really recommend a teacup poodle because of how tiny they are and they can easily get stepped on or rolled over by the cart. It's not a very good idea. But anywhere between the miniature, standard, and medium size. I know there's one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the miniature. Anyway, so I recommend the poodle. I also recommend the Labradors. They're a little bit smaller of a breed. They're great with family and pets. They don't have a high prey drive. They love to learn, and they're very good companions. So those are the 2 that I would highly, highly recommend to become a service dog. But if you're looking for a medium-sized dog, again, try to go with a poodle or maybe even a miniature golden doodle. Golden doodles are also great as well because remember, poodle's hair doesn't shed much, and neither does the Labrador, and they're resistant to water because of their curls. And also, you probably don't want to shave a poodle too much because it can cause where they can't grow back since they are not double coated, but I believe it will not grow back the same length and not have as much of the variety of color in it. So like if your poodle was a really deep, beautiful red, and then you shaved it, it'd probably be not as beautiful as a red as it was before you shaved it. So that's what I highly recommend. Okay, so therapy dogs. Let's talk about those. Therapy dogs are usually a dog or that helps people in the hospital or people that are doing rehabilitation and etc. It's more of like an ESA, a emotional support animal. A lot of those are also considered therapy dogs because they cannot go in stores and they can only go to volunteer places like the hospital, kids centers, and etc. Because they're supposed to be good around people and pets and obviously people because they need to comfort the person and just kind of be there. They don't really do much. You can pet the dog and love on them. So I highly recommend a Labrador, Poodle, or any mellow dog breed. Akitas probably wouldn't work out too well. Huskies would. Huskies are very cute and they have a funny personality, that they do have high energy. So again, I'm really saying that you should do your research before you pick any type of dog to be 100%. Okay. Now, hunting dogs. There are different types of hunting dogs, and depending on what you're hunting for is the type of dog that you're looking for. So let's start with a big breed. For example, you would probably be hunting bears. I don't know if you can do that anymore, but bears were able to be hunted in the long run. Akitas. If you live in a cold area, Akitas would be great for hunting bears. Remember that they work better in a pack and that they are very strong built. Pit bulls are not supposed to be a pack dog, and that's why they don't really do well with hunting bears together. They'd probably even attack each other because they're agitated that the other one is getting in the way. So I would not recommend pit bulls. I'm not saying they're aggressive, but I'm just saying they're not really a pack dog. They don't really like to be around other dogs that much. Another pack dog would probably be coonhounds. Those work great too. They howl at the predator that you're looking for and chase them like cougars and etc. But if you're looking for a smaller animal like birds, I would recommend Springer Spaniels, Cocker Spaniels, or anywhere in the category of hunting breeds. Even Labrador Retrievers and Golden Retrievers are great for that because they have a high prey drive for small animals like that, and they'll flush up a bird really well. Pointers do great if you want a dog that's looking for. And other birds. I've been doing this stupid part for so long, you guys. Sometimes it wouldn't record, and sometimes it would record, and then it was muted, and then. I'm sorry. I recommend small breeds. I'm saying this for the 5th time, you guys. You have no idea. Small breed dogs like rat terriers will be able to hunt grouse, mice, and even rats and smaller animals like that. I don't recommend that they be great for birds because of their prey drive and probably that they can be eaten by coyote. But also a good thing is a herding dog could do coyote hunting because they herd the coyote near you and then get back to you when they need you, etc. Herding dogs are meant to be Australian Shepherds, Australian Kelpies, and anywhere between those lines of herding. They have a high prey drive and want to make sure the animal goes into either a straight line, in a circle, and back to their destination safely, and that none of them stray away. If you train one really well, they'll do the job amazingly, like going into the trailer, like a herd of cattle, or even sheep. And they even hunt, well, they don't hunt, they herd a lot of different animals, and known to be herding people too, so there can be a bit difficulty there with training them. That herding people is not okay. So now that you made it this far to the episode, I want you guys to know to pounce that like button, hit the notification button so you can get more videos like these, and don't forget to subscribe if you love this. Finally, we're going to be talking about my puppy, like I said in the end of the video. So I have a puppy. She is an Akita. She has beautiful colors and she has amazing personality. She's a bit stubborn at times and a guard dog. She's gonna get at least 70 to 80 pounds as a female, and she's not fixed or had shots yet because we just got her a couple of days ago, and that's why I wasn't able to upload. Other than that, she loves to play with her toys, and I'll even show a few photos of her at the end of this. I hope you guys had a great day and that you will hopefully continue subscribing to me and see other videos that I upload, and hopefully even one for tomorrow. Other than that, goodbye!